Once you log into Finlens and go to the revenue tab, this single dashboard brings together all of your key revenue data from high level metric to detailed transaction. Everything that you need to know is here in this dashboard. You can also apply the date range filter to view the exact data that you're looking for and get a clear picture of your revenue at any selected period. We also have like a separate dashboard, like for example we have transaction tab. This tab has a list of all the transaction that has been made for that selected date range. If you want to know the details about the transaction, all you have to do is select one of those and it will give you the data that it has for that particular transaction. Similarly, payouts are your end day settlements, and this payout tab will have everything for that specific date range. Similar to the transaction, all the details of that particular payout will be there in the details section. So everything that you need to know, it's very easy to find here in Finlands. Then we have customer tabs. Customer tab is basically a list of all the customers that you currently have. It will show you their status and if they are QB synced or not. Then we have plans. These are all the plans that you are currently active on. Now moving back to revenue recognition, here you can see that the billing cycle is basically done either monthly, weekly or annually, and according to the billing cycle the revenue is recognized either immediately or it is done deferred across the year. So if the billing cycle is done monthly, the revenue is recognized immediately, but if it's yearly, then the revenue is deferred across the year. So for the yearly revenue cycle, we have a separate tab called deferred revenue schedule. In the deferred revenue schedule, it will give you how the total amount has been paid and how it is deferred across the year. So let's just say the total amount is 4,900, and then you can see how it is deferred per month over across the year. So this is how the deferred revenue schedule works. Now if you want to add a manual journal entry, I'll show you that real quick as well. We'll just select a payout. Let's just say this one that is done on 3rd of the December. We'll select this. Now we'll match the transaction to it. You can also search the transaction by the date range, or there are multiple filters that you can apply to select the transaction. Once that is done, hit save, and according to the memo, the journal entry will be created automatically. Here's our journal entry. It will give you an option to edit however you like to match the numbers. And once you do that, just hit post and done. It'll take a few seconds to load and then your manual journal entry will be created. Here it is. Now, because this is a manual journal entry, this can also be found in the manual journal entry tab under accounting. Let me show you that. So we'll go to accounting and then manual journals, and yep, here's the journal entry that we just created. Now if your account is synced with QuickBooks, then we have an additional feature where you can sync this back to QuickBooks with just one click. So yeah, that's how revenue recognition is done in Finlands. Again, bookkeeping is 10x much easier with Finlands.